Hello all the crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite, welcome back to Golden Sun: The Lost Age. Last time, we had a bit of an adventure in Rock. I'm still not entirely sure if we're done in there, at least with the necessary story stuff. I think we are, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was something major that I missed in there because that place is freaking huge. But, in either case, we've got the reveal synergy, and today I'm going to be running into the town of the Good Boys, and I'm going to be using, for example, reveal some places to see if I can find some interesting ways to advance the story. Let's see. I don't really need to heal at the end. Yeah, I remember that. Outsiders. Alright, you can go and run away from me. Let's see, I do seem to recall that there's probably going to be a way that I can get to the upper levels of town if I were to go into here. Yeah, I remember that. Now I can cross over, and I can finally get to this treasure chest up here that's been taunting me for, maybe not a long time, but it feels like a long time that this treasure chest has been taunting me. Hypno Sword. Fine, I'll go and sell some stuff. Right, so I sold some of my more useless items, status-inducing items and some equipment that's been outclassed for a while and that sort of thing. I'm not entirely sure if Hypno Sword is going to be all that good at this point. Yeah, that's going to reduce my attack by quite a lot. For reasons that I've also described in the past. I've gone and explored a little bit ahead of, I think, where I'm supposed to be in the game. So, certain types of equipment are really not super useful right now. So, let me just go offload that Hypno Sword. Actually, you know what? I'll keep it for just a little longer. Just one of these days I'm going to actually find Piers, right? And maybe he'll have a use for it. I doubt it, but I'll just see. Anyway. Welcome to the Underforge, or I don't even know what this place is called. I'll just call it that because Skyrim, and I like Skyrim. But anyway, we're having a bit of a howling party. Good boy. It's not a werewolf. Kraden. Rude. Alright, you can go be weird about this, Kraden. I'm gonna go the other way, actually, because sometimes when you go the other way, you find things of interest in video games. This is not one of those times, apparently. But, alright, fine, we can go chase after the good boy. This way. Let's see. I'm glad that there seem to be no random encounters in here, because, I think the encounter rate was actually lower in Rock than it was in some of the other dungeons in this game, but I was just in there for so long. Anyway, where could he have gone? Yeah, well, if he's not here, then he must be somewhere else. Oh, I'm supposed to be reading the text, aren't I? Alright, usually do that. Haven't not been doing that today. My heart is not very good, but there was definitely something. Oh, don't go having a heart attack on us, old man. I don't know, if you have one of those in the middle of a dungeon, it could be quite a while before we get you back to a sanctum. Anyway. Okay, so you are, once again, using your reveal synergy, and what's going on in here? Alright, he's harmless. He does look kind of small. Tell me, who are you? How did you come to be here? I should like to ask you the same question. Could it be? Do you outsiders possess the power to reveal the unseen? Hey, that was the title of the last video. I just picked that mostly at random. That's convenient. Of course, I was certain that you must. Yeah, now we see why this town is named the way it is, don't we? Yes, you're correct. They must have passed the challenge of Rock. How come that kid doesn't talk like you? When we become werewolves, when we become good boys, I told you this joke was going to be hard to keep up. Speaking the human tongue becomes more difficult. But you can. You must be someone special then. Special? Perhaps. Why don't you just call me Maha? So I assume you also can use Whirlwind. If you learned Reveal on Rock, you must also know Whirlwind. Yeah, that's, that was one of our starting synergies, actually, for Shiva. I think we can tell Maha that we're adepts. I'm not gonna try and vocalize the howls because I'm gonna embarrass myself. What did he say? I don't understand. He wanted to know what an adept is, a question I would like answered as well. Adepts tap the power of elemental energies to generate forces like whirlwind. Elementals? You mean the 4 elements, powers of earth and fire, water and wind? It's the 4 rocky inner planets plus Jupiter minus Earth. That made more sense in my head. That's correct. These elements these elements together comprise everything in our world. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, you're gonna have to interpret for us, sir. He asked if there were no longer any need to hide from you. Why did they have to hide here in the first place? It sounds like he's sneezing. No doubt most would find the sight of a good boy rather unnerving. You are sadly correct. Many consider ours an accursed race. And if they found you in your werewolf form? I mean, ah man. Whatever. Once our people were burned at the stake as abominations. They called us purification. Who was the Daedric Prince of Werewolves? I think it was Hircine, God of the Hunt, but I can't remember. The vampires were one of the less fun Daedra, but I think werewolves were Hircine in the Elder Scrolls universe. Anyway.
Hey.
Yes, very rude. But this little one, he won't get excited and try to bite, will he? Return to your home. Don't worry, we can trust them. Go back home now. They are adepts, not unlike us werewolves. They guard an ancient secret. We can trust them. No head pats for you, though. Head pats are for people who don't growl at visitors. Anyway, it's grown quite late. Why don't you go to the inn and rest? I will not leave this place. You aren't going home? When I learned Reveal, I lost my human form. The wild is my home now. So, Master Maha. I have to say, that is quite fun to say out loud. You always look this way? And the little one? Child changed because he looked directly at the full moon. So by tomorrow morning he will have returned to his human form again? Correct. Now let us retire. That saves a bit of time. You didn't look like you got much rest at all. Master Maha told us all about you. Don't you worry about the bill, it's on us. Oh, that's nice of you. Farewell, friends. So, what do you have to say? If I recall, you told me something about Ayers Rock. Maybe you should try and climb it one more time. The wolves really weren't too noisy last night, too. They were a chatty bunch. Anyway, you guys in here weren't selling me anything when I came through last night. Will you sell me anything now, and will it actually improve anything? Doesn't look like it. I'm just gonna look through this real quick. I'm not expecting to find anything good, though. Alright, nothing good in there, as expected. And am I going to have to go back into the Underforge during daytime? Having no other leads to go on, I guess I'll do that. Let's see. There was also, by the way, if I come down here, I did not... Okay, so there's nothing here. Even when revealed. Alright, let's go and talk to that old guy during the day and see if anything interesting happens. Also, can I, go, down... Yes, I did come back. Alright, I wonder, can I actually go down there? Is there gonna be anything down there? There's probably just gonna be, I don't know, cave or something where he sleeps or something. Alright, whatever. Yeah, tell us a little more about the good boys. You want to know the reason we possess the power to transform into beasts. Yeah, in short. Great, and stop making things awkward. Do you find it strange that we can change our shapes? But surely changing one's shape is not really all that unusual. What are you getting at? Think about the caterpillar for a moment. When the time is right, does it not transform into a beautiful butterfly? And the pillbug and the hedgehog, do they not change their shapes to protect themselves? I have heard of these creatures, yes. The many amphibians possess the power to change color at will. Alright, I did not sign up for a biology lesson, mister. Anyway, so I think we get the point. To be honest, I hadn't thought about that before. Kraden, I've noticed that you tend to not do that. A lot. Anyway, perhaps you simply did not give it enough thought. How insulting. I, sir, am a scientist. Indeed, a scientist. That is impressive. I spent a great deal of time thinking about werewolves. I mean, come on. But after taking a more objective look at nature, I realize that weaker species have survived by evolving and transforming. Don't you agree? Think about it for a moment. Without changing their bodies with weapons and armor, humans would be very weak creatures indeed. I believe that evolving into good boys is just one way for humanity to survive. Please don't pose that theory on the internet, mister. Of course, there's no way I can prove this theory. But I felt that our ability to use Whirlwind was evidence of this. Whirlwind? Alright, so this is officially a wind adept village, I suppose. I had thought only the people of Garou could use Whirlwind. It was a gift known only to good boys, to Garou's pack. And that only a chosen few could use Reveal. Now I find that you too can use these. What does it all mean? Why are you able to use Whirlwind, and what is an adept? Master Maha, do you know of a continent called Angara? It lies far north of the Eastern Sea. Angara? In the middle of Angara, there is a peak called Mount Aleph. Mount Aleph? Then it's true. Our legends say this peak has stood since the world began. If Mount Aleph does exist, then perhaps our legends are true. It does exist. These two hail from the village at the base of Mount Aleph, a village called Vale. They come from Mount Aleph, incredible. And they're both adepts, and while the powers may vary, everyone from Vale is an adept to a certain degree. Then does that not make them like us on Garou? In Vale, the myths say that Mount Aleph itself gave birth to adepts. It's not what the legends of Garou tell us. As a people, they are quite gifted, but it goes far beyond that. The mythical stones on Mount Aleph, the Synergy Stones, they're closely linked to probably something related to magic. Synergy Stones, you say? If there were similar stones in Garou, it might well explain your powers. And what manner of stones are these Synergy Stones? I believe they're purple. To start with, you've seen them, the shining stone at the heart of Erzrock. I know the stone you speak of, but Erzrock is quite far from Garou. I don't see how it could affect people here. I wonder, could it be the wind? Well, when the game gives me a yes or no question, the answer is usually yes. So, we're just gonna go with yes. There are strong winds blowing within Erzrock. The winds will carry far. Carry what? You're so dense. The power of the Synergy Stone. Now we're making it sound like radioactive fallout or something. So there's a radioactive crystal in the middle of the big mountain over there, and it's giving people strange powers. That checks out. It's a thought experiment slash like a story prompt that I rather like. Is like, you know, the problem of preserving like nuclear waste or whatever, and how there's a big ongoing like debate among like linguistics and anthropologists on how to make sure that people know to stay away from it in like 100,000 years after all current spoken languages are dead. And like, what if someone from like a world like Horizon Zero Dawn did just stumble across nuclear waste or whatever, and then suddenly they feel funny and then they just die for no apparent reason? Congratulations, you've invented a religion. I'm off topic. Where am I? Anyway, yeah, we haven't given you our names. I'm Kraden. These three nerds are Jenna, Shiba, and Drago. Introduce us slower, why don't you? You must permit me to thank you for all you've done. No, please, we don't need any thanks. What did I do? Because I just scrolled through like a dozen lines of dialogue without reading any of it. Anyway. You were gonna give us something. I like it when people give us something. That's a genie. Cool. Is that what you call them? I call them my midnight snack, because I have big teeth and I'm a carnivore, and, well, not sure how these things would taste because they're made of the elements, but in any case, you might find them helpful. Yeah, we'll be continuing our journey now. Alright. I think you'll get more use out of this genie than I will. Not very nutritious being made of, like, solely wind or whatever. That's a Jupiter genie. It's a light meal. Made of mostly air. Anyway, take care on your travels. So are we done here? So there's a couple things left that I could do. One of them might be to go north to I can't remember what it's called, but like all the way north, where they had that ship. See if I can do anything up there now that I've got the reveal power. Another thing that I could do is go down here. Fine. Go down here. And it's just a cave. Alright. It's more or less what I thought. It's also been suggested in the comments that whenever I see NPCs, reading their mind might not be a terrible idea. Just in case anyone gives me a hint. So, I'm still not sure if I'm going to be doing that all the time, but whenever I'm a little stuck on where to go next, I think I might give it a shot. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. If there's anything that happens when I get back into town, I'll cut back there. Otherwise, I'm going to go and see about that boat. Real quick, I'm back in Mikasala, and I wrote down that I wanted to go and have a look at... Okay, yeah. One, apparently I forgot to pick this up. Some random money. There is a Mars genie back behind there. I don't know how to get there. Can I reveal anything? Like, how would I, The obvious thing that I have to do is find a way to get into that cave. I don't know. Like, unless there's a hidden hole in any of the walls, I don't know how I would get there. Can I climb down the well? I see there's something. Oh, okay. So reveal is actually going to tell me which pots have something in them. Did it do that in the first Golden Sun? I can't remember. I think it might have, actually, now that I think about it. But anyway. Alright, another Psi Crystal. Right, so I didn't really look like I could do anything in Al-Hafra that I couldn't do before. With regards to either Briggs or the pirate ship or anything else. So I figured that it would be a good time to... let's see... Alright, so they did release Piers. I couldn't remember if that had been established or not. Alright, yeah, you let him go. I couldn't remember if that had been established or not previously in the game. If they let him go, or if they were waiting for the guys from Madra to come back, or anything like that. I recall this weird stone got stolen by the Kabomo people, and one of the things on our agenda is that we're going to have to go and go after them, I assume. Let's see. Wait a minute. Hang on. That treasure chest... I had assumed that... Let's see, can I go outside this way? I had assumed that I was going to need to be able to go, like, behind the house to get here, but I just realized... Nurse's Cap. I just realized that I can actually use these, like, tent things as ledge to walk on, and I can just hop across that without having to wait for, like, the ability to go behind the house or anything like that. So that definitely makes my job a little easier. Let's see, let's get out of here. What was that, Nurse's Cap? Is that going to be any good? Because I could have picked this up a long time ago now. Yeah, okay, so minus defense by a lot. Minus defense by even more on Shiba, and yeah, alright, so enough of that. If only I had found that, you know, before. Let's see. Did I go... I did go down here before, right? I'm trying to remember. What's down here? Madra Catacombs. This must have been some kind of dead end, right? Because I don't remember... I don't remember anything down here. No, wait. Let's toss on a Sacred Feather. I'm gonna try not to abuse those too much. Because I do want to fight random encounters, because that is how I get strong, you know? But, oh, I remember this now. What did this say? I remember getting turned back here. Yeah, okay, so that was extremely unhelpful. I'm gonna have to come back here later. Don't know if there's gonna be story that happens here later, or if there's gonna be, like, some super boss that you fight towards the end of the game or something like that, but... Anyway, I'm gonna try not to abuse the Sacred Feathers too much, because I do want to be able to fight things and get experience from random encounters. But while I'm backtracking like this, going places where Could have come a long time ago. Where's the item salesman? Up here? I don't really want to be fighting just like goblins and stuff at this point in the game. Just really slows things down. You don't have any sacred feathers for sale. Great. And I just wasted one in the catacombs. Alright, so I think I'm going to be going off in the direction of Kabomo now. And barring anything exciting happening, like a genie popping out of the bushes at me, I think I'm going to cut away. Alright, you know what, these pegs, these totem pole things look suspiciously like a slide. I mean, like a slide, like a, stairs. I mean, oh man, path, jumpy, vocabulary words. It looks like I should be able to jump across those. And I see something that looks suspiciously like a rope that I can use lash on. So... I don't know. This was probably here when I was here before, right? So this is probably not actually the dead end that I thought it was, right? But if I were to hop across these pegs, alright, this looks suspiciously like somewhere that's going to lead us to behind. Hello, what are you doing? Oh, I've heard things about ceremonies like these. Foreign deities are so frightening. Oh? Welcome, what do you... Oh, you're the Sanctum guy, okay. I didn't recognize you there, sir. Fortunately, nobody's dead. Anyway, where was I? This looks suspiciously like something that's gonna lead me around, maybe backstage a little bit. What do you have to say? Oh yeah, how could you? Oh wait, I'm dumb. Okay. Yeah, right, okay, I'm dumb. That was easy. So, I officially had to go look up where to go next because I'm officially out of ideas, and I just saw a guide that said basically do that, and I guess I'm back on the path. Anyway, this looks like story. The Sacred Night has come. Alright, but have you seen a blue-haired guy? Because I'd really like my fourth party member, and I'd really like a fourth party member's worth of inventory space. Anyway, Akafubu becomes the Kibomo's new witch doctor. Alright, exciting. All of you, pray in the depths of your hearts for my success. Alright, everyone needs a cheerleading squad. It looks like the initiation ceremony is beginning. I'm not sure what will happen, but we better hurry. So, let's see, this is a little bit... Oh, okay, blue-haired guy. I like blue-haired guy. What are your intentions? My intentions are for you to join my party and for you to be able to carry some more items for me so that I have a little bit more inventory space is what my intentions are. Yeah, he's forgotten us. Anyway, we met Piers when he was in jail, and it's not like he got lots of visitors either. Wait a second. I know you. Alright. You're the travelers who came seeking me when I was in jail. You do remember. What are you doing in this place? That's a very good question. Anyway, that's what we wanted to ask you. We were worried about you, Piers, so we followed you here. And that's what brings you to this dangerous place? What's that supposed to mean? We came here to help you, Piers. Why are you being like that about this? Tell me something. Exactly when did I ask you for your help? Look. Alright. Something's going on. The Great Jewel? You, by the way, have fascinating hair. I'm not sure if I like it, but it certainly is fascinating. It's like... What are these stereotypes? It's like a clown afro, like, wig thing, except... I'm gonna think about something else now. Anyway, the jewel. Oh, that got your attention, did it? And you went back to sleep. Your prayers were weak. Open your hearts to the great Goomba, the great Gaboom. I keep reading it as Great Goomba. Anyway, yeah, I'm just probably gonna just read it like that because it's funnier that way. Anyway, he's no witch doctor, he's an adept. I may have to confront him to get my orb back. I may have to fight. Alright. Do whatever it takes, but I will have to get my black orb back again. Is that the invisibility cloakstone? I can't remember. I feel like the invisibility cloakstone looks something like that from the first game. But again, it's been a decade since I've thought about that, so... Anyway. Might just be reading things into places where there is nothing to be read into, but let's see. Piers is in trouble. You're, are we gonna fight? Can I at least use your synergy? That would be cool. That'll allow me to get some treasure in various dungeons that I've been to. What did you say, Graydon? I wasn't paying attention. Alright, so can we fight? I haven't fought a boss in a while. Oh, there's a synergy crystal here. You know what I should probably do, though, is end the video, because this has been a very long and meandering video, and I've actually had to split this over multiple days because I got tired the first day and had to come back when I was a little more awake. That's something I definitely noticed in that recording session, is I sounded a lot more tired than I usually do, and, yeah, recording when you're tired isn't super fun. Hopefully I'm a little bit more awake now, but anyway, I'm gonna end this off here. Next time, I hope we're gonna fight these guys. I haven't had a boss fight in a while. I like to have a boss fight. My name is Dragonite. This has been Golden Sun, the Lost Age. You should all go check out the Steam page for Wizarducks, which I will have a link to down in the description of this video. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.